The high-definition multimedia interface is one of the most common connectors for monitors and TVs today. It supports the simultaneous transmission of video and audio in a digital format. The interface was developed in the early 2000s by major TV manufacturers including Sony, Panasonic, and Toshiba, with the goal of creating a compact universal connector to replace the bulky digital visual interface. It was first implemented in consumer devices in 2003 and quickly became the industry standard. The interface was designed to be backwards compatible with DVI, allowing older devices to be connected by using simple and cheap adapters without the need for signal conversion. However, this applies only to the single-link DVI-D and DVI-I connectors, as HDMI does not support the analog signals from DVI-A and features fewer TMDS data channels than the dual-link DVI connectors. The standard introduced several improvements over DVI, most notably the ability to transmit 8-channel audio alongside Full HD video at 60 Hz, support for wider color gamut, and mandatory HDCP to prevent unauthorized content copying. Over the years, HDMI has evolved to support much higher resolutions at higher refresh rates, increased the number of audio channels transmitted, and introduced various additional features. HDMI has undergone several revisions, each introducing new features and enhancements. The first revision allowed for what is not very impressive by today's standards, 1080p at 60 Hz and 8 audio channels. Version 1.3 increased the bandwidth, enabling QHD resolution at 60 Hz. In 2009, HDMI 1.4 brought one of the most significant updates to the interface by adding support for 4K resolution at 30 Hz and features like 3D video, Ethernet over HDMI, and ARC, which I will explain later in the video. HDMI 2.0 increased the maximum bandwidth to 18 gigabits per second, allowing 4K video at 60 Hz and expanding the maximum number of supported audio channels to 32. The most recent widely used version, HDMI 2.1, further expanded capabilities with a bandwidth of 48 gigabits per second, supporting 8K video at 60 Hz and 4K at 120 Hz, while introducing new features like VRR, ALLM, and eARC. Later this year, HDMI 2.2 is expected to be finalized, pushing resolution to the astonishing 8K at 240 Hz and 10K at 120 Hz. HDMI connectors come in three main types: standard HDMI or Type A, Mini HDMI, also called Type C, and Micro HDMI, Type D. Type A is the most commonly used connector found on devices such as TVs, monitors, and gaming consoles. Mini HDMI is smaller and was used on portable devices like tablets and digital cameras before the adoption of the USB Type-C. Micro HDMI is even smaller and is found on devices like the Raspberry Pi, but is rarely found elsewhere. There are also two other types defined by the standard: Type B, also called Dual Link, which featured more pins and higher bandwidth, but never saw practical application, and Type B, also called Automotive Connection System, which includes a locking tab to prevent disconnection due to vibrations and is used to connect displays to media players in some cars. Additionally, USB Type-C initially supported HDMI alternate mode, but it was discontinued due to the lack of adoption. Beyond audio and video transmission, HDMI incorporates numerous features to enhance the user experience. Since the first version, consumer electronics control was implemented, allowing users to control multiple HDMI connected devices like set-top boxes or audio systems with a single remote, simplifying the device management. In version 1.4, HDMI Ethernet channel was added, enabling network connectivity between devices without the need for a separate Ethernet cable. Another feature, audio return channel, commonly called HDMI ARC, was also introduced, allowing HDMI to function as an audio output from the TV to a speaker system or a soundbar. This enables sound from multiple devices connected to the TV to be routed through the same audio system. With HDMI 2.1, an enhanced version eARC was introduced, significantly increasing bandwidth to support uncompressed audio and the Dolby Atmos technology, which adds high channels for surround sound setups. HDMI 2.0 introduced HDR, which dynamically adjusts the contrast to make scenes appear more vivid, along with HLG, allowing broadcasters to transmit a signal compatible with both HDR and SDR TVs. HDMI 2.1 brought variable refresh rate, which synchronized the display's refresh rate with the frame rate of the content, reducing screen tearing and stuttering, especially beneficial for gaming. It also introduced auto low latency mode, which enables the display to automatically switch to low latency mode when detecting gaming content, ensuring a smoother experience. Of course, there are a lot more features to talk about, but I hope I covered the most important ones. As always, like the video if it was helpful and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching.